His theme song?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to another episode of
Ray and Neff Show.
And we're here today with our special guest of the day, Mr. Jonathan Mason.
How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
We're good. That song is perfectly fine. It's my brother's song. So you should have no issues.
I hope not.
Dean, if you're watching, just give us a thumbs up. So we're good.
Yeah, we're giving you a shout out, Dean.
We actually
amazing song.
We need something to make sure that this is actually our theme song moving forward.
Yeah, we got to get a theme.
You got to talk to him.
We got to talk to Dean about that.
Listen,
right.
I'm just a button pusher. He produced it. So.
Let me introduce
talk about
you.
Don here because Dean, I don't know this guy.
Yeah, let me introduce you to the man. Let me introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend. So when I met John about 7 years ago, and he did a presentation here at the office for insurance company.
Okay.
And at the time, I didn't know who he was, and I just listened to what he had to say, and I really wasn't interested in insurance. I just wanted insurance for myself, so I reached out to him. We got insurance. We got together. We got an insurance policy done, and then we talked from time to time, and then about last year around September, we met at the Vault, which is a Patrick Bet-David event.
Was that Valuetainment?
Valuetainment, yes. And so I go to the Vault. He's at the Vault. I'm sitting in the back with my wife. He's sitting all the way in the front. I paid $1,000 for my ticket. He paid about 10 to 20.
$1,000 in nosebleeds?
In nosebleeds.
Okay.
Yeah. So that happened, and then I said we reconnected. I said, John, let's get together. Let's find out. And at this point, John's doing real well. I mean, when I met him, he was making about $200,000 a year, right, John?
Back then, yeah.
Only like 200, right? And then, here it is, 7 years later. You are a top trainer at PHP Agency.
Yep.
$1 million earner now.
Yep.
Amazing. Congratulations on that. And you work with Patrick Bet-David. How is that?
Well, you got to experience a little bit at the Vault. So picture that times 10. And people don't realize how important mentorship is in your life and your business.
Absolutely.
You're running an amazing operation with La Rosa. I've seen what you've done with La Rosa the last 7 years. Having the right people in your corner, not just in the business, but the personal, for the good and the bad times. How do you explain Patrick? He's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of guy.
Yeah, kind of agree with that.
He's just a rare individual that, number one, extremely humble. So what you see is what you get. That's Pat.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Genuine, transparent, but he's always a guy that's got your best interest, and he's always going to push you to bring out that version. You don't always like it, but it's for your betterment. He takes you into that uncomfortable area of your life. But think about it. Why'd you hire a coach? Not to compliment you, but to build you.
Absolutely.
So if you're hiring a compliment, I don't want to compliment coach. You're so amazing. You're not going to grow.
Yeah.
Give me a coach that's going to kick my ass a little bit and say, that's good, but you're messing up here or here. If you work on this, that's what's going to happen. Good point. Pat's that guy. Gotcha. So that's why Pat's become even outside of PHP Agency where Valuetainment's taken off.
Yeah.
I think private coaching is $30,000-$40,000 an hour.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen that.
Or more. I'm not sure the exact number. But
literally you get, I think it costs like $1,500 a minute to talk to him on the app.
So I try to text them. So, I try to text, see what happens. I get charged per letter.
So, Neville, you got some questions for the man? Because, you never knew him. Don't you want to ask him something?
Definitely. First of all, per the letter, that's crazy.
Hold on. Is anybody even on right now? I don't think anybody's on.
Well,
there's nobody on.
Is anybody here? What's going on?
You told me you had all these special people.
Yeah, guys.
You have all these followers.
Okay, let's do something.
It's freezing up half the time. Did you take the electric bill here?
Yeah, I don't know.
What internet?
Let's do this. Let's do this. If you're on, give the man a shout out. Tell John that you're on, so that way we can show him. Yeah, there we go. Yanu's on.
I'll tell you what. Here's what I want. Let's have some fun.
What are you gonna do?
Let's see who's really watching.
Okay.
If they're on, okay, the first 3 people that respond that say I'm on, we'll give them a $10 Starbucks. I'll take care of it.
All right, $10 Starbucks.
How did Lewis send that before you finish?
Yeah, like Lewis over here. Lewis wants that Starbucks. Look at that.
There it is. Look, Yanu, I see she's coming to the event next week.
Yes, Yanu's coming to the event.
Lewis is too. They both got a $10 gift card.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Dean, look at Dean.
Wow.
Dean's the third.
You gotta be kidding me.
I gotta take a screenshot.
Dean's on.
Look at this.
Look at this.
There it is. There's the.
Oh, Viviana's on. My wife's on. There we go.
I feel like Dean almost should be disqualified. Y'all have the same last name, right?
Well, listen, this is a good time to negotiate whether you want to use a song or not. because
Well, we got him on,
Oh,
Dean.
no.
Dean. So let me ask you a question. You can respond in the comments. Can we have the song?
they wanna
Not
use
to put
the,
you on the
They
spot.
want to use the dictate for. We'll talk about it afterwards. We'll go to London House. We'll negotiate.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do
They
that.
got-
Awesome.
They got French press coffee. So
There
the
we go.
comments are a little different here, by the way. I'm looking at. I got a camera here. I got 2 cameras here. Okay, we'll figure this.
Yeah, I have, but haven't. Oh, there goes Johnny. Johnny's on. So yeah, we have. So I think he has the. I have the face. No, we have all of them. We have all of them. It's just
Okay.
mine's is faster than his for some reason.
Faster or slower?
Maybe I don't know. Did he get Johnny on there?
Yep.
Yeah. Johnny's
Okay,
there.
all right.
628.
Well, let's.
Yeah. It's all right. We'll see
there
what
we go.
happens.
London House it is.
Dean likes London. See here. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's already
Okay.
responded. He's already responded. We're in
You've,
for that.
you've been to London House. Actually,
Yes.
you've been to London House.
Yeah. So
London House.
it's awesome.
London House
It's
kept
awesome.
me in Orlando.
Listen, it
London House
is.
kept me in Orlando. It's that good.
It is good. It is that good. The food's
So-
amazing. The atmosphere is
Yeah.
great.
So back to this, honestly. So life insurance. I'm still wondering, like life insurance. You pick this boring ass
Boring
Why is
ass.
it in the
Why'd
industry?
you say boring?
industry. Like what you deal with
Listen,
people who are 60 years old all day. You write
That's the perception. I'll tell you.
policies. What
So
is it?
listen, I got to give you guys credit. How many real estate agents you guys got here in La Rosa?
At La Rosa, at this office or the company?
Both.
So at the company, we have about, at this office, we have 105.
Okay.
And company wide, we have over 5,000 agents.
Okay, so I got to ask you guys a question. I'm just curious how you guys pull this off. How is it you guys always seem to find the sexiest people to work with you in real estate? Like
This is-
literally, if we did 100% and we did a survey, 90% of people are going to be like an 8 and above.
Well,
Like,
yeah, well,
That's actually one of the qualifications before coming to
No,
this
seriously,
office. We just
Yeah.
I
gotta hire
don't know.
ugly people.
I don't really know any ugly or well put together real estate agents. It's like that thing. Like if you're going to be in real estate, if you're going to be in
Yes.
real estate, you have to look a certain way.
yeah.
You have to look. It's like the pretty. You know,
Well, HGTV helped with that.
I'm just saying. So
HGTV
listen,
will
kudos
do
to real estate for marketing and branding.
Yeah.
But I guess no one wants to buy a house that is supposed to be their dream, their vision, if they're not well put together.
Yeah.
Makes perfect
Makes
sense.
sense.
But listen, some of the best looking people are real estate agents. Amazing. So
Yeah.
kudos to you. I mean,
Let-
you guys are all done it with custom
Well-
suits. I mean, I need to go home and change. I mean, you guys
No, you're in a custom suit. I mean,
So-
you came with the stretch suit.
I got the stretchy suits.
Yeah,
I
the
got a guy in
stretchy
South
suits.
Florida, by the way. If you need a stretchy suit, phenomenal.
Love,
Phenomenal
love
stretchy suits.
stretchy suits. Are
But what's funny is now is out of college, I played soccer in college. I've had 6 knee surgeries,
Oh.
and
Whoa.
I know. Don't get me started
amazing.
there.
How are you walking?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
so special
Yeah.
shoes. But I wanted to find an industry that I could do long term. My knees would be okay. My body would be okay. So I became a professional breakdancer.
Wow.
Professional
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
breakdance.
I
now,
did.
now, someone did comment you were supposed to break
Well,
the move,
Dean was the DJ.
and you didn't break the move.
No,
Dean, hold on. Dean was the DJ.
Dean's the
and
DJ.
You was the breakdancer.
Yeah.
He was the hype man.
We actually did. We did bar mitzvahs. We did weddings, corporate events, sweet 16s,
I-
quinceañeras. Like you did a corporate event, we probably performed it.
I don't believe it.
Is there videos? We need videos.
There are videos.
I want these videos.
I'm not telling you
know
where they are,
what?
but there's videos.
I'm gonna-
All right.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
that's
say it out.
episode
So, hey
2.
guys,
Episode 2.
guys, let's do this. Let's ask John this. So, John, we'll talk about something that we and John are doing together.
Yeah.
And if we hit a goal, we get to play a video on the air. Everybody that's on right now, give us a hell yeah, give us a thumbs up. That's what we want to do. And if you say yes, if you say no,
He's a live
we're letting
You
the
really are a good
audience.
broker. You're a good trainer.
We're
You- it's
letting
what's
the
going on.
audience. We'll let the
So-
audience choose this.
So,
So, guys, if you guys
want.
are okay with
good point.
getting us the video, well, I'm gonna make a
They're
bet
not
with
gonna
John
find
earlier
it, though.
today.
What's
No,
funny-
you're gonna
what's
give us the
funny is
video.
Oh, I have to give it to you.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
yes.
I'm not gonna-
If we do what I'm saying, if we make it happen, then we get
So
video.
talk about
So
it.
earlier
Okay.
today, I said I didn't know you. I do know you from a video where you started saying Johnny Mace in the place,
Yeah.
and I was like, hold on, is he gonna dance in this video? I'm not gonna let you know if he did or
The
didn't.
insurance videos. The Money Tip Tuesday videos. So either way, so I did the entertainment for a couple years, and then 2008 hit. Recession took a dump.
Yep.
In the country.
The housing market was horrible.
Everything was crazy. But think about this: what was everybody doing in the 80s? Everyone got the mutual fund license.
Yep.
Right. There was, they got big. In the 90s, everyone became a stockbroker.
Mhm.
Everyone, that's when all those movies came out.
Yeah,
Wall Street was
Wall Street,
popular,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right. Hey, right?
Yeah.
And then 2000s.
Matthew McConaughey.
That's it. What was 2000s? Everyone became a mortgage person, a real estate
Yeah.
person. Some people got the title, which was a few, but they did very well.
They did very well.
And everything spiked for a couple of years. So if you ask someone, what are you doing? I'm a realtor.
Yeah, I'm a
What are you doing?
realtor.
Or I'm an investor.
Mortgage
Or a real estate.
broker.
Yeah, exactly.
Real estate
And
investor.
they made a lot of money. And then when 08 hit, everything took a dump.
Yep.
I just wanted to find an industry that was long term. It was stable. that I knew was not going anywhere.
Yeah.
The one industry that's never lost money is insurance.
Insurance.
You don't see it on TV. It doesn't sound sexy, but you know what's sexy as hell to me? Never losing money. It's
Yeah,
sexy.
that's
I mean, I'm a little turned on right now. Like that's 50.
Yeah,
That's
whoa.
50 Shades of Finance. I know. All right,
It's
that's
different
Yeah,
type of show.
finance.
Different type of show, yo.
Listen, I'm the one in the middle.
Yeah,
Here, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm stuck here in the middle. If I go to the bathroom, I'm
It's
screwed.
true.
But yeah. So I didn't know much about insurance because just like you just said, I'm thinking, Jake from State Farm, wearing the khakis,
Really
is
khaki.
Flo walking through the room, and is there a gecko I'm going to step on? So it seems boring.
Well,
But at the same time, here's what's funny: is my brother Dean was actually in California. He was in modeling and he was on CSI, Young and the Restless.
okay.
Dean was doing some fun stuff.
Young and the Restless.
Dean's got some good
Wow.
stories.
Dean, we
man.
got to have
Dean,
you
you
on
should
the
be here, not
show.
me.
I have
Dean's
to-
got better
We
stories than I
need
do.
to have Dean on the show.
Dean's
Young
got better
and
stories
the
than I do.
Restless.
Much
I
better
got my
stories than I
grandma's
do.
15.
Well, listen, you want to get the real gossip? Go talk to Fernanda, his girl. I mean, she was there for everything, so she knows all the funny
Yeah,
stories.
yeah.
There's this one story you
She
have to
probably
ask
knows
him.
behind scenes stuff.
One story you have to ask him is about the bathroom and the cup.
The bathroom and the cup.
Bathroom and the cup.
That sounds like
That
a story
just-
I don't want to hear.
Just
I-
no.
You
You want to
it's
hear
gonna be
it,
a good
but
story.
this
It's
is
gonna be a good
probably-
story.
I don't know.
This is the most classic story to tell at any party. They're saying, but either way,
Gotcha.
they have to say it. But Dean was actually looking for a transition for his life because he was, I'm in entertainment. What do I want to do long term? He went to a convention.
Yeah.
Patrick was there. Another guy was speaking on stage, and he's like, "Man, I like this because the biggest thing about events is your mind's got to shift.
Correct.
That's why conventions are so big because you get out of your day today, you get to disrupt your routine, and get boom, you get the reset." So Dean started reading more books, and he started speaking differently. He did a conference call with my dad, and he was on speakerphone. I said, "Is that my brother? That doesn't sound the same person."
Yeah.
And
His words would
his words are different. Next thing you know, he says, "John, you need to look at insurance." I'm not doing insurance. It's boring as hell.
Which is exactly
it's
what he
boring
said,
as hell.
yeah.
It's cubicles and leads, and I got headsets and headphones. I'm sitting there. Hello, thank you. No. He says, "John, it's not what you think." I said, "All right, we'll keep talking." So a couple months later, Patrick Bet-David calls me in February of 2009. Patrick gets on the phone with Dean. He says, "I want to meet you," because he actually saw my videos.
Yeah.
He says, "Listen,
So you saw the dance video.
he saw the dance videos."
All right, so we need
so
to
wait
reach
Wait a
out
minute,
to
are you telling
Patrick.
me that the dance video
Patrick, you
was
need
the
to send
correlation
us those
between you and
not
Patrick?
happening. Not happening. So Patrick calls me. He
It
says,
must
"John,
be amazing.
I want to meet you personally. Come out to LA."
Who showed Patrick the video?
Dean.
Got it. So Dean
Dean's
is the
the
guy
person
we
we
get
need
the
to
video.
I'm
Got
telling
it.
you,
Got it.
Dean's the
Okay.
secret sauce
He's
here,
the
not
guy.
me. I don't know why I'm on the show.
Yeah.
So Patrick calls me. Says, "I want to meet you." I said, "When?" He says, "Next week." Where? LA. I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'm in South Florida. He says, "I need you to book your flight, get a registration ticket, get a hotel, and I'll see you next week." I said, "Wait, you're not paying for it?" He says, "No, we're entrepreneurs here." And I'm like, "Damn, I'm being tested right now."
Yes.
And I realized that you can't say the right thing to the wrong person and the wrong thing to the right,
the right
one.
person.
I've never been to LA. Here's how I processed it. Best case scenario, I find a career. Worst case scenario, I party my ass off in LA with my brother, who's we're connected.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah. So
I said, "All right." I call my brother back.
You had a great attitude for that. Yeah, that was a great attitude to
Yeah,
have.
man.
party or play, right? So I call my brother back. I said, "Dean, is this guy for real?" He says, "John, if Patrick likes you, you're set." Okay. 30 minutes later, I texted Patrick. Here's my flight information. He says, "My man," that's how he talks. And I was $568 for my flight, $350 for the registration. It was $150 a night for the hotel, and I was there for a couple nights. And by the third night, because of that event, I saw how the company trained. I saw the language, the culture. You see how our culture is. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't explain that. You got to be there. It's like
No,
trying to
no.
watch a movie by yourself, watch a movie with people, or have someone else try to tell you what took place.
Trust me, I've tried to explain it to my wife. I've
can't-
tried to explain it to some of
Yeah,
the agents here.
They got to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm there and I'm like, man, it's a combination of locker room talk. If you're an athlete, you'll get it. If you're a military person, you'll get it. If you're a competitive person, you'll like it. And I said, this is fun. This is not what I thought. I don't see the boring insurance stigma. And I told Patrick on the third day after the interview process, I said, I'm all in. I went back to South Florida, got my license. How much is it to get a real estate license? Like altogether, start to finish?
Altogether, start to
Fingerprints,
finish, licensing and everything,
MLS.
probably anywhere between it's actually about
association
2,000
fees,
to
everything.
1,500, 2,000 to $2,500.
Here's the crazy part with insurance: $300.
Yeah, I know.
$300
It's
for
crazy.
insurance.
It's crazy.
So, and the record in our office is 4 days. They've got a license in 4 days.
Yes.
So it's a faster license to get, a less expensive license. And by the way, if it's $5,000, it's $5,000. It doesn't matter. The point is, when there's an opportunity, you can't let something as little as money or time or distance stop you from achieving it.
Absolutely.
People do.
100%.
Oh, how much is a license? Oh, dude,
I-
you went to college for 4 years. How much debt are you in, dude? Stop. Go get your damn license. For the price of a textbook, you have a license. So, or a couple of textbooks for real estate, right?
Yeah.
And So I go back to South Florida, got licensed, and the first 2 years sucked. And then you got a lot of real estate guys that are on here that they're going through that
absolutely.
time, and it's expected. The problem that we're seeing today is Instagram and Facebook and all this social media crap. You say, "Oh, I made 6 million." It's stop it. Oh, you did it. They're posting these fake numbers, and we talked about this. This isn't a shot, but you have to understand marketing. When someone says, "I'm $1 million list, I'm $1 million producer," that doesn't mean they made $1 million.
That means they sold over $1 million.
Exactly. The commissions are different.
Correct.
So you'll see people post, "I did $1 million in premium." That's not their commission.
Correct.
So people don't know how to read between the marketing side of what really took place, what really happened. So the first 2 years can be very difficult because they say everything that can go wrong will go wrong. You think your friends and family are going to buy from you? They're not.
No.
You think this person's going to close? It's not. It's going to reschedule. One of your competitors from a different agency is going to take your house from you, whatever it is. You guys do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I stuck with it. I started reading more books. Stuck with the videos. I went to 2 conventions a year.
Okay.
Because I needed that reset.
Now, when you went to the conventions, did you go to the PHP agency and then another convention?
No, it was PHP because the lineup we had, the
100%
lineup we had was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And even with the Vault with Patrick, that's really the only outside convention I've gone to.
Yeah.
But that was because I asked Patrick, "Hey Patrick, it's my birthday, can I come?"
Oh, okay.
But I still had to pay.
Yeah.
So
Damn, Patrick, it's messed up.
So because
You're an entrepreneur, right?
it is what it is.
You're an entrepreneur.
No, because there's a cost of doing business.
Absolutely.
I don't want a
Absolutely.
free ride. I'll pay my way. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we went to the house, went on the yacht. That there's a cost of doing
No, that
business.
was amazing.
Totally
That was-
understand it. Plus, if you're a business
And
owner,
look
what do you need?
look who you're around. I mean,
Oh,
some of
yeah.
these business owners are
Phil
incredible.
Heath were there. Other big dogs were there. But also tax deductions. You're a business owner. You need to write
Correct.
things off.
Correct.
But no, I think it was PHP.
$10,000.
Yeah, I mean, our first event was Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple.
Yeah.
Got a chance to talk to him, and I asked him. I said, "Listen, I have a very important question because people always asking typical questions.
Mhm.
What's your business?" I said, "Listen, on Dancing with the Stars, what was your favorite dance?"
Yeah.
And he had the same reaction. And we talked for maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's a line to talk to him. We just had a great conversation. Really, very humble guy. And his business card is a metal card.
Wow.
And it's 1 through 9 or 0 to 9.
Mhm.
And the number, if it's 954 or 47, it's 407. Like it's punched out on the
Oh,
card.
I see.
It's
okay,
actually
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
You can see how his brain works. We've had Magic Johnson at the events. We've had the late Kobe Bryant. And that, by the way, that's all over YouTube.
Yeah.
If you see those clips of Kobe, that was at our convention.
Correct.
That's the thing. That was at our
Well,
convention.
it was a great video. I watched that video.
Yeah,
I watched
probably one of the best
video
interviews.
Yeah.
We've had Jordan Peterson. We've had President Bush. And whether you're a Republican or Democrat, it's irrelevant. The lessons on leadership that he spoke about was actually very on point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So whether you're a fan of Bush or not, you can appreciate the feedback. Who else we had? We've had Wayne Gretzky. We had Cardone. We've had, pick someone we've had one. We just had
Kevin Hart,
Kevin Hart
Which
which
perform.
is shorter than you.
He is. And
It's
you
good.
actually,
And me.
both of us.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
You look like a giant.
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
His
Yeah.
bank account's bigger than both of ours. But,
Absolutely, but he's still so damn tiny.
it is, but it is what it is. But he performed the Irresponsible tour before
Right.
it came to Netflix. He was there. Then we just had Nicky Jam.
Nicky Jam. That
Nicky
was
Jam
awesome.
was we actually danced kind
So,
of back and
hold on,
forth.
this is at the PHP convention.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
convention. We had the Sebastian
Life
Maniscalco.
insurance
Sebastian
convention.
Yeah, life
Maniscalco.
insurance. Yeah, life
The
insurance.
boring stuff.
The boring
Yeah.
stuff.
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez was the host. Sebastian Maniscalco? The
Yeah, yeah.
comedian?
Oh, love
He
him.
performed at our. So we like to have a good time because the biggest thing is the perception of life insurance. Oh, it's boring. Listen, no one likes selling insurance. They love building the business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. No one likes selling insurance. They love building the business. It's teamwork. It's camaraderie. It's challenging. It's mentorship. It's mindset, mind shifting. It's leadership development. The problem is that we don't have enough leaders in our country. We got a bunch of pansy asses right now. Let's call it like it is.
Yeah.
A lot of crybabies. They're using social media as an outlet, and telephone tough guy. We're talking. Remember from what's the movie? Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
When Joe Pesci's like, "Oh, telephone tough guy."
Yeah.
But yeah, people think you want to
Yeah.
cry rather than picking up the phone and talking to me like a man. You want to
Yeah.
bitch online or post something.
Yeah.
And the problem is, you actually believe everything you read online because
Which
someone
is
posts
ridiculous.
something.
Yeah.
You actually, but that's the thing. The character comes out eventually. They can say you get baffled with bullshit, but you have to dazzle with brilliance.
Yeah.
So you only baffle so long. But yeah, every convention I've been to, it's gotten better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah, you
And
guys
the
stepped it
value,
up another level.
Because here's the other part: the guys like myself that were rookies are now becoming veterans.
Correct.
So we've also learned from our mistakes.
Mhm.
And then the new guys coming up, they're watching. So it's a whole different.
And you're mentoring these guys. as they come
Exactly.
up.
So there's a
Okay.
different level. And one thing I love about the industry, especially PHP, the company, is that there's a mentorship and a leadership program built in.
Got it.
And we talked about this with real estate and
Yep.
insurance. It's similar. Both have to get
Absolutely,
licensed. We both have
absolutely.
to sell, and then we get paid. There's broker agent relationships. There's overrides, trails. But the funny part is, and until we can talk about this, the average insurance guy makes 3 times more than the average realtor.
Yeah,
Now, you mentioned last
absolutely.
night, but how many guys you saw the 6 figures?
Yes,
right?
so-
How many people make it 6 figures? Just 100,000 plus.
Just
2-3
100,
pages.
just 100,000 plus. We had. This is the thing. It was crazy
You
because
didn't count it. I counted that.
no, but this is the thing. You guys, it's crazy because you had like top 5, top 50, like 15 times. It
Yeah.
was top 50 this. This was 100,000. Top 50 this. 200,000. Top 50.
Yeah.
So from 100,000, so you're already rewarding at 100,000 all the way to like $1 million.
Yeah, but you have to understand. I'm more than that now. That you have to understand that
No, I mean-
100,000 in today's economy is nothing.
No, absolutely.
You're still
Absolutely.
like we joke that you're Section 8 making 100 grand a year.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely. Well,
it's-
it depends on what city you are. You are
Yeah.
actually Section 8.
Like that's what I'm saying. You make 100 grand, take out the taxes, then they take out the cost of living. You're not driving a freaking Lamborghini at 100 grand a year.
No. By the
You're
way,
not-
what do you drive?
I got a Lamborghini.
Oh, Lamborghini.
So you're not. That's not what I meant.
That was a good one. That was a
Good.
good one.
Touche.
Yeah.
Right. But the fact is, if you look at inflation, go Google how much 100,000 was in 1980 versus today. The new 6 figures is 337.
It has to be.
So you
It
have to
has
be making 337,000 and change
Look at inflation.
that have the same buying power.
Correct.
Oh,
Gas was $4 and change last night.
Yeah.
So if you think 100,000, you're big shit, you're big dog. Like I talked to a lot of real estate guys, I make 150. And
Yeah.
what do you have to do to
You
make
made
a,
that last month, right?
That's what I'm saying. What do you have to do? What do you have to do to make a $500,000? What do you have to do to make $1 million? Who's mentoring you in your corner making that kind of money? So who's giving you advice? So what happens is a lot of guys that make the 100,000, they get together and they say, "Look, we're beating everybody else." No, you're beating the ones that are making less than you.
No.
But if you raise your standard, you're lowering on those guys. You want to be the brokest person in the room. If you're not the brokest person, you're not learning anything.
Absolutely. You're right. You're
So-
100% right. Because you have to learn from the people. You know, if you're I always heard, if you're the smartest person in the room, get the hell out.
You're in the wrong room.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong
Yeah.
room.
Insurance, by the way, Johnny, that's one industry. Life insurance, buddy. Life
Yeah,
insurance,
John, your life
annuities.
insurance.
Didn't
Yeah.
forget about you, Johnny
We
Dollars.
didn't forget about you.
No,
Who is
15
Johnny?
minutes.
Who
Johnny
is
Ray.
Johnny? That's a great song. What movie?
It was.
Come on,
Shoot.
Come on, you were good at this.
No.
Who is
Oh.
Johnny? Da, 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 da.
Isn't that? No, that's not Breaking One.
It's not breaking. It's a robot movie. Short Circuit.
Short Circuit. Yeah, that would remember that. I remember
Johnny.
Y'all are
He's
alone
dead.
with
that. Yeah.
that.
Anyways, give it a little shout out. Give it a little shout out.
There you go, Johnny. Got the shout out. So, question for you. You were coming up in the business. You were saying how it was your first 2 years was a struggle.
Yeah.
Where did you see you pivot? Where did you see a difference in making a pivot, or what did you do different that then catapulted you to where you are right now?
So 2009 to 2015, pretty much the entire company wasn't making a lot of money. When I mean a lot of the company, I mean agents, because we were formulating the company, the industry, the bonus structure. Like, everything was different. The products were different. Back then, remember, you had to do blood work, right?
Correct.
When you did AIG policy.
Correct. I
AIG
remember
came,
that.
the
They
nurse
over to
came,
the
did the
yeah.
house, fully underwritten. How long did it take to get you the policy? About a month?
Probably, yeah, because no, it took about 6 weeks.
6 weeks, month and a half.
6 weeks.
Okay. That sucks.
Yeah.
Right? That's a long time for you to get covered and me to get paid. The new types of policies, I'll get you $3-4 million of coverage right now. It'll be approved tomorrow.
Didn't we just do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you got approved.
So,
So
hey,
it was that fast. But that's the point. The fact is that the new types of plans are paying daily. And now we get paid on Wednesdays and Fridays, twice a week, and we get residuals, overrides, trails. We have a $10 million bonus we're giving out right now.
Yeah,
Other
which
things
is
going on.
ridiculous.
So a lot of stuff going on. But the industry, if you look up what industry has created the most millionaires, number one is financial services. 68% of that is insurance. Then you have IT. Then you have a combination between construction and real estate.
Yep.
Depends what you're finding.
Well, this is the thing.
But real estate
construction is
investing,
probably- yeah,
but real
where
estate
the real
investing,
money is.
not real estate agent.
Correct.
So like, oh, I'm going to become an agent. You better learn real estate because the real money is investing
Correct.
or building or
Correct.
construction. So people don't realize that. Now, that being said,
Well, that's the same thing with insurance too, because if you
yes,
think about it like this,
yes.
if you came in as an insurance agent
good luck.
and you just sold insurance,
Good luck.
you'd be the same position as if you came in as a real estate agent and just sold real
The
estate.
guys that are making the millions, okay, they have a team. They have a team. The problem that
Bar
we're-
none.
bar
In,
none.
in any
The-
in any
yeah.
of the two.
The problem that we're taught in this country is that we're taught to be so me. WIIFM radio, right?
Yep.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me?
So when you go to school, you have to get good grades. You have to be on time. You have to qualify for this. You have to qualify for that. You have to make the team. When it comes to high school to go to college, you want to get a scholarship. Does the team get a scholarship, or do
Nope.
you get the
You
scholarship?
get the scholarship.
You get the scholarship, and then so everything's you. When you're playing, if you're in academic, you have a GPA of whatever. Does everyone that had the same GPA get the same job?
No.
So you have to get a job. So it becomes a very cutthroat. It's about me world, and then you go into the real world and you realize teamwork makes the dream work. By yourself is very lonely,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and no one's ever gotten anywhere without a mentor helping them along the way.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is now you're in a team environment. You come to La Rosa, and the rumor on the street about you is that you train your guys. You care about your guys.
I do.
And I've talked to multiple agents, and they didn't even know that I knew you. And your name
Awesome.
came up. So in that circle, like, no, you want to go talk to Ray. There you go. So just word of mouth there.
That's awesome.
And you get into an industry, and you're like, wait a second. I actually am going to get help. I am going to get support, because most realtors get into real estate. Why? They want to be left the hell alone.
Correct.
Leave me alone. Give me a contract. Leave me that. Let me go do my thing.
But that's the thing. Even when they do that, I mean, without mentorship, they're literally on a boat that's taking on so much work.
Well,
It's gonna
that's-
sink very quickly.
It's a huge liability without it.
100%.
Yeah, but that's the responsibility and accountability that most people don't want to deal with. That's why they say, I want to stay as an agent. I want to become a broker. I don't want to deal with the crap. But the more crap you deal with, the more money you're going to make. So they talked about this even last night. You want to have this vision. So
Yeah, they would tell
you want to have this big of a vision. You want to make this kind of money, but you expect these kinds of problems.
Oh yeah, I remember when he said that. He was
That
like,
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So if you want to make this kind of income, this kind
You're
of
gonna
life,
have
you're going to have
this
this kind of
kind of
problems. But the best part is you step up to the plate, you swing, your character comes out, you deal with this, then this becomes cake. So this
Yes.
size problem feels like this size.
yeah, and I remember yesterday one of the things that I remember when they were interviewing. I think they were interviewing. Was it Palau? Where they talked about
Palaio.
They talked about how easy was it to make? Was it harder to make your first 100,000
100,000
or your first
That
million?
was Rodolfo.
Yeah, Rodolfo.
Yeah, and what's funny here, it's a different answer, because what does 100,000 teach you? Skills, habits, routines.
Yeah.
Right. But they say the version of you becoming a $100,000 earner to $1 million, your level does have to go, because you're never going to out earn your identity.
Correct.
Some people say, I want to make, I was talking to a guy today, he wants to make a low six figure to a high six figure. And I said, listen, he's a good guy, very sharp, but it's his identity that hasn't grown, because
Correct.
no one's challenging him.
Correct.
And here's the thing, if I challenge you and you back away, you're going to stay there.
By the way, John's challenging me to make $1 million this year. So
I think, honestly, you're undercutting yourself. You could do more.
I know.
I don't think
know
you
I
understand how big this can get.
can. Yeah, trust
And I
me,
love the
do.
fact that your wife's on. And
Yeah, she's on.
and by the
so
way,
she sees it.
if he was with us last night,
yes,
okay,
yes.
at the office. There's about 100 people that can verify he was there. So if you need pictures or proof, you let me know directly. We got you covered. I got you back. We're good to go.
appreciate
She's
it.
perfectly
appreciate it.
safe. Perfectly safe.
She's probably gonna take.
It's okay. She's gonna respond
She's gonna
eventually. We
respond.
see her. She's on.
So,
So-
so yeah, I mean, one of the things that I will, and then I have a question about that.
Sure.
I started to see all the growth that happened from just in the last, year
Mhm.
within the company, within PHP agency. Mind you, when I met you, I didn't even know you worked for PHP. I didn't even know
Yeah.
that you worked with Patrick. I didn't even know it was
That was the funny
Patrick
part.
that
That was
ran. That was the funny part, because I didn't even know that Patrick was PHP. I thought Patrick was, until I did my research, then I
Yeah.
found out, oh shit, he started PHP agency. So,
Yeah.
but who were your mentors besides Patrick that you would say helped you grow your career?
Mentors, and a lot of it, the best part is it's been internal. I've had obviously conversations with people outside. Matt Sapala, Money Smart guy, he's with our company. He got started, he comes from finance, but he was a producer, big contract, making 150, 200 a year, nothing crazy.
Yep.
And then his wife, Sheena, she was doing medical sales with Stryker, and they left, came to the business together. Their third year. Thanks for putting me on the part.
That's why I was laughing at
Well,
just now.
I got you, girl. Got you covered. Got you covered. Right.
Oh, man.
What was I saying? With
with
Sheena.
Matt.
with
With
Matt
Matt
and
and
Sheena. So Matt and Sheena came to PHP, and their third year, they made 1.189 million.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, well, did they come with a big team? Did it come with 1,000 people? No. They actually had about 20 people within 2-3 months, and the majority of them quit in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So they came from literally scratch. And in 2018, I was making 400 plus a year, almost half. And she comes to the office, and she made 1.1 million.
Yeah.
So I said, Sheena, what's the secret sauce? Like, what's the secret sauce, right? She says, John, you haven't figured it out? She says, John, why don't you want to recruit? Well, like most real estate agents, most insurance agents, most people that are in sales, me, I get to control my point of contact. I get to control my income. I get to control. She says, well, you don't have control because if you don't write, you're broke.
Yeah.
If you don't sell, you're broke. Like in real estate, you don't sell, you're done.
Yeah, exactly. I tell them that all the
It's
time.
not like you can go on vacation. No, if you don't sell, you're done as a regular agent. So I said, okay, what else? She says, John, let me show you this. She takes the 1.18 million and breaks it down to two numbers. She writes 189,000, and under that she writes 1 million. She says, John, I did 189,000 writing policies, training agents. The other million came from the overrides of the team.
The team that she has.
I said, what do you want to do?
Amazing.
I said, I'll start recruiting.
Yeah. Not only that. So Saturday, there was a Saturday she came down.
Yes,
Roderick.
that was your first
And that was my
impression.
first one.
Yours as well.
Yeah. So I called Neville. I said,
Yep.
Nev, you got to get here, man. This train's going to be amazing. It's going to be Sheena. It's going to be Matt Sapala's wife.
I was trying to tell
And
you.
it was amazing. And I was blown away how simplistic she made it seem.
And it was also things that you can apply to real estate.
Well, 100%.
It was the fact that she made it so simple and relatable.
Yes.
That's really what it was. So it
the
made
fact,
it made it so tangible to use later on.
the way she explained it is just, it was so like anybody could have picked it up and applied it to whatever industry they were in.
And that's what people want.
Yeah.
They want simple.
Yeah.
People want things that are simple. In insurance, there's advanced markets. In real estate, there's advanced sales.
Yeah.
What do people want? Show me something simple. How can I make some money, make a living for myself? Let me change the quality of my life. I like what I do, but I'm not where I want to be. People did real estate on the side, part-time to
Yeah.
make extra money. That's what people get into insurance. They do it part-time to make extra money. I need things simple. So the fact that you said that's the best compliment you can give to a trainer. Man, that's so simple, and I can do that.
Yeah.
If you leave a training and you're like, I can't do that, that's the insult.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
the insult.
Yeah.
So simplicity, multiplicity, that's the game. Good
Now,
movie, by the way.
you brought up Moneyball.
No, multiplicity.
Oh, yeah, multiplicity. So you brought up that big event changed you.
Yeah.
That's what got you into PHP.
Yeah.
Isn't there a big event coming on?
Yeah, big event's going to be with us. Our East Coast convention is going to be in Daytona. And you don't have to be with PHP. I wasn't with
Whoa, wait up. I don't have to be with PHP? to
No,
do it?
that's the thing.
Okay.
I wasn't with the company at the time. My interview was the event because I wanted to see if I'm going to commit my life to the business. I'm like, what am I getting into? Let's take a look. So I came as a guest.
Gotcha.
My brother was with the company.
Who was the speakers at the time when you went?
When I went, we're going back in 2009. John Maxwell. No, do you know
Oh,
John
yeah,
Maxwell?
yeah.
John Maxwell. I'm looking forward to actually meeting him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. My wife bought me
The
an
red
amazing
book, the red cover.
I have it right there in my office.
That book changed my business. Amazing book.
Amazing.
Law of the Lid, baby.
Yeah. Law of the Lid.
Law of the Lid.
My favorite law.
Right? That's the first one there.
Yeah.
So who else was at that event that you would know? That guy, you want to know that guy. A good speaker, very motivational speaker. A couple motivators. Patrick obviously spoke on stage, who rocked it. And that's the thing about Pat. He's always rocked the stage.
Yeah, I mean,
Pat's always been Pat.
listen, his ending speech yesterday, like, rocked me to my core. Like the things he was saying,
Mhm.
you know, when he was like, you know,
He's transparent.
how many people snuck out? That part got me. He's like, how many people snuck out?
He called it like it is.
You know,
Correct.
how many people are still here?
Mhm.
And this was supposed to be an event that went till 11 o'clock.
Mhm.
And he was,
12:30.
and he brought up that, well, you guys are probably sitting in chairs. We've been standing up here the whole time. And the event started at 7, right?
Yeah.
From 7 to 12:30.
So within itself, it was like a big event.
Yeah, it was a gala, but it was a little
Yeah.
different because what happened was every time there was a recognition for something, we gave them the mic to speak. But everybody spoke was value.
Correct.
See, here's the difference, and here's what I try to tell people. You want to be rah-rah-rah, there's plenty of conventions to go to.
Yeah.
You know, Cardone charges $5,000 to go get, and he don't do nothing. He just brings people in to speak. He don't do shit,
Yeah.
right? Don't get me started.
Sound
on
like
that.
you've been.
No, I haven't. He's pointless. He's come to our event. One was good. Second was we'd never have him back.
Yeah.
He was a waste of time.
Yeah.
And all he does is take people's stuff and say it's his. Don't get me started with him. So
Damn, he just called out Grant.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay, wow.
On our
On this
podcast.
show.
yeah, he's a high
Here
net
comes
worth
the
car
cease and
salesman.
desist, guys.
No, who gives a shit? It's all good.
Oh, man.
No,
I'm
that's
not
my
worried
opinion. I'm
about
not
it.
insulting him. Just
No,
I don't get value from it.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
His book 10X is a good book. There you go.
It is a good book.
It's actually a very
It is a
good
good
book, but I don't think he has any original material.
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Everything is from Tom Hopkins. It's from Brian Tracy. It's regurgitated over and over again.
Correct.
But if you're brand new to sales, he's amazing. He's not saying nothing.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
the
a-
newest.
Stop it.
He's the newest.
Brian Tracy's
of them.
97 years old. You don't relate to him. I get it.
Yeah.
Zig Ziglar. Go study Zig
Zig
Ziglar.
Ziglar.
Let me tell you something.
Zig
Let's
Ziglar
study
was
Zig.
famous in the 60s.
Zig is amazing. But
Jim Rohn.
Brian Tracy's book, The Art of Selling, was amazing.
Yes.
That was an amazing
Go,
book.
go. Listen,
That's
go,
a
go
relatable
study
book.
Jim Rohn.
Jim Rohn was a
And he's got the best voice. Best voice.
biggest beast.
Things get better, you get
Get
better.
better.
Oh, yeah.
That's Jim. You know, so
Hey, we got
I
Richie
can
Miller on.
outsell you.
yeah, so we sell dreams. So if you study the older guys, like damn, it's just regurgitated a different way, but it's packaged differently. Now they're charging $5,000 for the convention versus $50 for the book.
Yeah.
It's called like it is.
Yeah.
Then you got these other guys. By the way, Tony Robbins, never been.
Ricky Miller's true. Love it. Love
Thank
it. Go, Ricky.
By the way, if I'm
Hey, Ricky's coming to the event.
if I'm
Ricky's coming
crossing
to
the line
event.
too much, you guys let me know.
No, we're good. We're
All
good.
right.
This is our people. We're good.
Oh, cool.
We say whatever
That's
the hell
right.
we want. This is our podcast.
Don't tempt me with a good time. So London house gets crazier. But no, then Tony Robbins never been, but I've heard phenomenal things. He studies NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which I think is great. You know, tap here, boom. I think that's
That's a
awesome.
great event.
But a different kind of breakthrough.
Yeah.
But Tony charges anywhere from a couple thousand to 100,000.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I don't like about these events is they become pitch fests.
Yes.
Bring on these speakers. By the way, buy my program. Buy my program. Next thing you know, you have 17 coaches, 37 programs, 1,000 CDs. You never listen to them.
And,
So then you
and the
got
problem with that is
yeah.
all of it is motivational. None of it is application.
1,000%. And that's why some of these events are like, man, people keep going to convention, and they become addicted to the convention because they have a drama. Then they say, oh, someone's going to fix it. An event's going to fix it.
Yeah.
And they go right back to the
That
same old
event
bad
sucks.
habits.
Let me go to
No,
this.
no, no,
one.
no. And
Let me go to this.
yeah,
one.
they're looking for a get rich quick when it's them.
I
They're
will
in
tell
their
you
own
this.
way.
The Vault was not a pitch fest.
That's my point. So if you're asking what's the PHP event like, it's the Vault, but PHP specific,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
So I always tell people if you're gonna have an event, do the STAR. And by the way, STAR is a great way to sell. STAR. You have people that are structured, people that are technical, people that are action oriented, and people that are relationship. You know, there's the ones that just want to hug for 10 minutes, and then they say, "Let me sell you now." Then you have the action. Say, "What are we doing here?" Right?
Yep.
What's that movie? The Town with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And I forget the other guy's name. Great actor. Remember that scene? He walks in and says, "Listen, we need to go beat up some people, right?
Yes.
I don't need you to ask me where we're going. I never need you to bring it up again." And what's he say?
Who's driving?
Whose car we taking? Right? That's the A. That's the A action, right?
Yeah,
So
let's go. Let's go.
no matter what personality you got, by the way, that's one of my favorite scenes, by the way. What an
Yeah.
amazing scene of loyalty. So we've designed the PHP events to be the same thing because that's an event that attracted me. And I'm a hardcore A. I get bored very easily. Don't give me the bullshit line. Stop with the pitch fest. Stop with that crap. Give me some freaking value, dude.
Yeah. Give me something.
Give me
that
some
I can-
value and make it fun.
Let me-
So
give me
if you're
something I can take
structured,
back.
if you're straight structured, you're systematic. We train on that.
Yeah.
On our process, procedures, systems, protocols. We have our chief operating officer just left Cigna. He was at Cigna. He was with bankers, a couple of the big firms. Our new CFO, chief financial officer.
They were there now. They were there last.
He was there. He was the one that looked like the mafia
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
right? Right.
Bro, they got some good
Marcelino.
looking older guys. They look mafia in there.
Yeah, but Marcelino, he was the former CFO of Jose Cuervo.
Oh wow.
And these guys brought companies public for the billion. So we have a crew.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Superstar.
And
Superstar.
Bina Partners, go look up at Bina.com, BinaPartners.com, and Bina, which is Greg Shares. You met Greg Shares.
Yes, I
at the
met
event.
Greg at the
So
event.
he's also, and Bina raises money from 50 to 100 mil, or 10 to 50 million.
10 to 50.
And then Oak Tree does the 100 plus to the billion plus.
To the billion. Yeah.
So he's now working with both. He's a chairman of Abina, works with Oak Tree,
It's crazy.
and he actually just bought out almost, other than Patrick, the majority of shares of PHP because we were the number one performing company in Abina Partners portfolio the last couple of years, even
Wow.
during the pandemic. And not a private equity firm. So a lot of stuff going on with the company on that aspect.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
yes, we are giving that equity, real equity.
Yes, you got equity. Yes.
Yeah, we got dividend checks.
Yeah.
By the way, the dividend checks are being paid out. There's millions of dollars being paid. We got them last year.
Ridiculous.
So people, oh, it's not real equity. Well, the money's in my account. So,
so
it's not
one-
real equity.
I forget who it was that was on stage and said, so that week, that month they made 189,000, and they got a surprise dividend check.
That was Gaetan.
Guys,
Well,
yeah,
Gaetan got it. Palau got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 300,000 in 1 month, almost
Yeah.
400,000 in a month, and then he goes, and they were all scared because Patrick called an emergency.
We thought we were in trouble.
They thought they were in trouble. So they were
Like,
they
hold
were
on,
like,
hold on. Bring those
he
checks
called
back.
in,
He was running up the
he
ladder,
called an
yeah.
emergency. He called an emergency
Emergency
meeting,
meeting.
Okay.
and they were like, "Oh shit, what did we do?"
And that's part of our culture, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's the huddle. You know, like in
Yeah.
sports,
Yeah,
timeout.
yeah, yeah.
That's our timeout.
Okay.
So we run
So-
like a sports team.
Call
and then
emergency
they go into the meeting. to get told about the
We have it on video.
insurance.
Oh
We
wow.
have this on video.
It's crazy.
We have it on video. Well, my brother's got it on video. He's got almost everything. on
Awesome.
video.
Awesome. We're gonna have to play it
Yeah.
one day.
But if you want to learn the systems, we go over it. If you're technical, John, I want to learn the products, how annuities work, cost of insurance, living benefits, how life insurance is all tax-free, how life insurance has become the number one type of retirement tools for the affluent people. Well, we're going to train on that. All of our advisors, our agents, our wholesalers, the carriers, the companies are going to be there. Because PHP is what you call an FMO. We're not an MLM. We don't get paid to recruit people. We recruit like you do.
Correct.
We recruit people. They have to get a license. Then we get paid when they sell. Easy. So we sell for MetLife, Allianz.
But you don't just teach them to sell. You say, hey, look, this is how you sell our product.
Yeah.
But on top of that, this is how you build your business.
Yes, that's a team building aspect where every Northwestern Mutual recruits, Aflac recruits, La Rosa recruits, every real estate company recruits, every insurance company recruits. But if you've never been in the industry, it's weird to you.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
Absolutely.
So you have to just be open. So, it has to make sense to people. So what you know is an FMO, a field marketing organization.
Yeah.
So we represent multiple insurance companies, not just one.
One.
So, Jake from State Farm is
State Farm.
State Farm.
Yeah.
Flo is
Progressive.
One thing. We
Yeah,
represent
can't forget
multiple,
about
right? So you learn about how that works. There's no quotas. We own our book of business. We get residuals, which means every time that premium is paid, we get paid again and again and again.
Which is
So
awesome.
I'm still getting paid. All of our other agents are getting paid for policies they wrote years ago.
Now, let me ask you a question. So you're here in Orlando.
Yeah.
But when I met you, you were from Jacksonville. You were in Jacksonville.
Started
you were
everything in South Florida, Jacksonville, moved here. So I started over almost 3 times on purpose.
Before we start
Right.
talking about starting over, we didn't get to what was happening next week.
Well, I'm getting into that now. So we're gonna go over technical
All
stuff.
right.
Action oriented guys, show me the money. How do you make money? We're gonna go over that because you're learning from all the big
Yeah.
players. And then if you're a relationship kind of person, yeah, we're gonna be hanging out, having fun. We just got new gear in, we got new warm-ups and stuff. And
I saw that.
The girl stuff is sick. I got do we make that in men's? Like it's pretty sick actually.
Yeah.
I want one of those. But you're gonna
Girl
learn
stuff is always better than
about
guys. You
you.
notice that?
It is what it is. But you're gonna learn about entrepreneurship. You're gonna learn about business, conflict resolution, mindset. So who's coming in? First off, it's going to start for the brokers. We have a CPA coming in. What's his name? Sandy. What's his last name?
Sandy Bakken.
Sandy Bakken. Go look him up. Great book. He's a big author. You want to learn about taxes, deductions, write-offs, setting up corporations, how to serve your clients better, even for yourself. He's going to be going over that with the brokers. So the brokers are getting trained, and then we're going to be able to train the team. Because if you're making 50 grand, you don't need his advice. You're making $500,000, you got to learn.
Yep.
So start
Absolutely,
with there. Next day, we have the Hodge twins.
Woo! I
Go
watched
look at the Hodge
Hodge
twins.
I
Please
watched the
go look
Hodge
them up.
twins.
They're insane. Not only you laugh your ass off, but you can learn about money, politics, what's going on in the country.
Hey, Ricky signing up. Ricky signing up. He said, sign
Take
up.
my money.
I'm
That's
saying,
saying.
yeah.
So the Hodge twins are coming. Go look them up, guys. Phenomenal. And by the way, yes, we pay them to come, but here's the other part. They don't have to come.
Nope.
Yeah,
They
true.
guys, when we were President Bush, all right, they had Secret Service there.
Mm.
They had to do background checks, and everyone had a ticket.
Wow.
Of course, we pay the speakers to come. Every company does. It's called a tax deduction. Duh. But they don't have to come because it affects their image.
Yeah.
So when Kobe Bryant came to our event, that was his image. His
Mhm.
image is on the line. But because of the history that we have of taking over guys,
Well,
we can get anybody we want. Guys, the speaker coming in our big event in Vegas at MGM, I'll get to that later. Let's talk about next week first. Let's talk about Daytona first.
all right. All right.
So we got the Hodge twins coming, and then one of my buddies is a guy named Tom Hegna. I did an interview with him last night. Hegna. You want to learn about annuities, retirement planning, strategies. Maybe you want to help your family out because they're coming into that age where they didn't know what to do. Tom Hegna, please look him up. The number one most sought out expert on annuities and retirement planning. He was the vice president of New York Life. He was at MetLife for a while. Now he's retired, but he's a trainer. He's the neutral guy. So he trains other companies, of course.
Absolutely.
But I've been friends with him for a little bit. We're bringing him in to train the guys. Garrett Gunderson's going to be our comedian comedy. So you're going to laugh your ass off.
Okay, so we're
You
gonna have
know,
some fun with
You're going to
Gary.
laugh your ass off. He used to be a big time insurance agent, and now he's a top rated comedian. That's funny in itself, by the way. So,
Yeah.
so he's coming to entertain. And then we have the special ones, Deion Sanders.
Deion.
Why is Deion Sanders coming in? By the way, it's just freaking cool to say I met Deion. But the funny thing about Deion Sanders, he's coaching football now. Besides his prime time at FSU, then his pro career, he is recruiting the top players, top high school players to his
Yeah.
program.
Correct.
He's not running an elite program.
No, he's running
But
Jackson State.
So if you're a broker, if you're in real estate, you're in insurance, you own a business, don't you want to recruit talent? Why are people going to work with you rather than work with another competitor?
Yeah.
So he's going to talk about that mindset, not just of a champion winning, pushing through, but how to find the right people and build that team. So I'm very looking forward to him. And then who's going to rock the mic? Eric Thomas, ET,
Oh my God! Every
hip
time.
hop preacher. So if you guys know ET, he hasn't spoken in a while because of COVID.
Yes.
I think his wife also is very immune system kind of thing is kind of low. So he's very weary about where he goes to speak, but he's coming out. Eric Thomas is coming to speak.
He's
So maybe,
amazing, actually.
so
He
that's
changed listening to him changed
Yeah.
my path in my career.
yeah. So sometimes you need a kick in the ass.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, I see that the thing here that your guy said about
Ryan Serhant.
Ryan Serhant, he talked about, you know, as a real estate agent, no one's going to tell you to come up. No one's going to tell you how many calls to make. No one's going to tell you have to go to sleep. And that's the problem. Maybe sometimes you have too much freedom.
Yeah.
Not even freedom. You need freedom. You have too much, what's what we're looking for? Lack of responsibility, lack of accountability. And no one's there to kick your ass a little bit. No one's there to call you on your BS.
People think that real estate gives you freedom. And I always tell people, I quit my 9 to 5 to work 9 to 11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in this industry or
9?
any industry,
You get to get up at 9?
I'm talking about. I
What
mean,
are
that's,
you talking
it's
about?
just the same.
Your phone calls at
It's
7
just the
a.m.
The biggest thing is
It's
you
just
want
the
to
same.
you want to design a life and not just make a living. And there's too many people that get caught up in that I'm just making a living.
Absolutely.
They say, "Oh, I need a quality of life." Show me a quality of life. Like, what does quality of life mean? I go to the gym. I just signed up with RDV down the street.
Yeah.
Right.
I like RDV, by the way.
Great
Just say
gym.
for,
But I'm
for
also an LA Fitness guy. I have different gyms, right? I have a very nice car. I have 2 nice cars. I got a sexy penthouse downtown. I have custom suits. I got the jewelry. Mom and dad, my parents have not paid a bill out of pocket since 2015.
You retired him, right?
I retired mom and dad in
There you go. Look at
2015 at a big event.
No way.
I run the big event. This is 2015. We're in Vegas. I said, Mom, Dad, I want you to come to the event. All right. I get up on stage. I had savings. I had money. I'm like, okay, now I'm good. Right.
Yeah.
And I announced it. I said, Mom, Dad, you've paid your last bill. By the way, you just retired last week. I'm sending you and Mom to Argentina. My dad's a Spanish teacher. So,
Okay.
and I wanted a Messi jersey. So it's kind of, going to Argentina, all paid for. You guys enjoy. And now they went for a whole week, all paid for, nothing out of pocket.
Awesome.
And since then, Mom and Dad have been taken care of, because the thing is, I don't want to just get by. And when you open the menu, where do you look? Everyone's eyes goes where? To the right.
Yeah.
Don't say money's not important. Bullshit. Money's very important.
Absolutely.
Look to the right. The freaking price is there. And so many people are saying, I don't want the steak. I want the chicken.
Yeah.
Because it's a $20 difference. You know what? I don't want the chicken. I'll have the salad and add grilled chicken. It's a whole. No, it's money is very important.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be in an industry. I wanted to be around people in a safe environment where I could be led, I could be trained, I could be mentored, and still leave an opportunity for me to be that player
100%.
and design a life. And
Yep.
I've been with PHP now going on 13 years. I'm not a guy that went from company to company to company. No, I know the industry. I know comp plans. I know products. I know different CEOs. I get poached all the time by different things. I mean, I've never seen anything the way we have it. And you saw that last night.
Oh, no. Bar none. It's
Yeah.
one of the best
So-
events I've been to.
Yeah, and that's just part of how we train. And you've been to the training. You're like, damn. So that's how we train. When you go to an event, it's not let me get you excited. Woohoo, you're pumped up.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Now
Yeah,
what?
let me tell you something. One thing that
By the way, you will be excited, but
one thing that does upset me, one
It's
thing
not gonna be boring.
one thing that I will tell you upsets me about every time I go to an event like that,
Mhm.
which I've been to 2 now. We on Saturday with Sheena. That was an amazing training.
Mhm.
And then we have the big gala yesterday.
Okay, in the office.
And I'm at the gala. I can't interpret what happened. Like, I'm trying to explain it to Neville when I called him. I tried to explain it to my wife when I got home. I couldn't explain to them like what you feel when you're there, like the stuff that goes on. I mean, shit's just crazy.
You know what Pat would do? Have you heard Patrick talk about this? Patrick may do this to Vault. Pat always uses sex as an analogy.
Yes.
It's trying
I don't understand why, but yeah, he
Always.
does.
He's
He
got
does.
four, he's got
Oh,
four
that's
kids.
He's got 4 kids.
He's got
Oh,
4
well.
kids. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you know why?
So you want to explain the office? Is they trying to explain sex? You really can't.
Can't.
You either were there or you weren't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it is.
And what's it feel like? Well, hopefully it feels good. You know.
I hope you enjoyed
Hope
it. But so this event's happening on the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
In Daytona, it's at the convention center. I think you guys got flyers. I know you're gonna. post
Yeah,
them
we've
up.
got
Yes.
flyers everywhere.
And here's the thing: how much was your ticket at the Vault?
My ticket was $1,000.
$1,000.
Well,
Cardone
well,
charges
it was-
$5, $20,
Well, it was
$5.
$1,000 a piece. You know,
Yeah,
for my
$1,000 a
wife.
piece. Yeah.
No.
Tickets here, $200. Why? Cost of doing business. We have to host the event. We have speakers coming in, and then guess what you do? Write it off.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
I've been going to events since '09, and because of the event, I'm here. And the events keep me in the game as well because it's like refilling your gas tank. Whether you're in real estate, insurance, regular sales, car sales, any business, anyone that's on right now, whether you think your wife does photography,
Yep.
any business, right? You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. The secret is not the highs that get so high, the lows not to get so low, but to stay steady. And that's all emotional intelligence. That's all mindset.
Yep.
So how are you working on your mindset? What books are you reading? What meetings are you attending? Who do you hang around? What's your circle? Why do I go to London House? Why am I a member of London House? Because I want to be around certain people.
Yeah.
You know what the kind of environment that is?
Oh no, it's amazing.
Uplifting. How can I help you? Well, let's do something bigger. Let's do something together. You know, it's not negative. There's no bitching, no complaining, no crying. And that's most of America today.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you want to make some changes, you have to do big changes.
Yeah.
And the events
Absolutely.
give you that catapult, because what you're also doing is seeing other people around you that are also doing it.
Mhm.
Like they're validating, like, oh damn, I'm not the only crazy one that's in here.
Yep.
When you're the one we had in Vegas was 10,000 plus people. This was going to be a couple thousand people. You're not the only crazy one in the room.
Yeah,
And,
no, the one in Vegas, there's videos on YouTube on
Uh-huh.
it. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And then the Nicky Jam.
Oh, this will be bigger. This will be bigger. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
So if you need some inspiration because maybe you're having a bad, you know what, we can help with that.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not expired. You're inspired. You're excited.
Expired.
Well, I put them together,
I
right?
mean, if you're expired, you might want to come through.
If you need life insurance,
You
get
need
life insurance.
something. You
Yeah.
need
If you're
something.
expired, you life insurance. So, but if you're inspired already, or you're excited and you're jacked up, but you need direction and a how-to manual, we're gonna go for the how-to.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just kind of trying to figure things out. We're gonna go. So no matter where you lie in any business, we're gonna go for that. Yes. Is it PHP specific? It is.
Yes.
But are we gonna touch on entrepreneurship and mindset? Yes.
100%,
It's all gonna be.
100%.
Does that make sense? So it's gonna be a crossover that you're gonna learn a lot more than you thought you
Yeah.
were gonna learn.
And even if somebody came out and didn't want to do insurance, the value that they're going to get from just the speakers that are there,
Yeah.
the information they're going to learn, the how-tos, I think it's going
Yeah,
to be
I mean, go see how much it is to attend the event.
Dude, it's only $200.
That's what I'm saying. But not even that, an individual.
Oh, an individual.
Oh, no.
Individual event. Like you want to go to an Eric Thomas event. You want to go to a Tom Hagen event. Either way, that's the point I'm trying to make. So it's
Absolutely.
it's in the absence of value, price is a concern. In this
Yeah.
case, it's not even close to being a concern.
That's a huge
But the
thing.
best part is if you live in Florida, if you live in
You
Orlando,
don't have to go very far.
literally the real event starts Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
You can pretty much have breakfast and you'll see there.
Yeah.
It's up the street.
Correct.
So there's really no excuse not to go.
Yeah.
If you want to go,
We're getting a
you'll figure it out.
hotel there, just so you know.
Listen,
We're-
so
we're getting
I
a
get it. I'll
hotel.
be there a couple of days early because I'm part of the executive team. We're going to make sure things are taken care of. You know, we got some surprises. The after party, we're rented out the Daytona 500,
Yeah. I heard about that.
the winter circles. We're going to have a nice freaking big ass. I'm not breakdancing there though, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
But no, that
We're gonna catch them breakdancing one day. Which somebody's
Not
gonna have a
happening.
camera out.
Well,
there.
what's funny is 2 weeks after that we get back, we're going to Tulum for a company trip.
Yeah.
PHP pays for a little trip, so we're going to Tulum. So maybe I may moonwalk there. We'll see.
Okay.
But it's easy to slide. on the
So
sand.
my question is, if we get you drunk enough, we might see you break dance.
No, I don't drink
Oh,
Doesn't
that's right.
drink.
He doesn't drink.
that much. So
Wow.
So
this is water, by the way.
it is water. If that's what you want
That's
to believe.
actually the brand of vodka he's drinking is water.
It's
Shout out
called
to you
water.
guys.
Shout out to
Oh,
Water for creating a brand of vodka. So, but
Now, you were telling the truth the entire time until just now. Like seriously.
yes. So one of the things also that I want you to touch on is insurance.
Okay.
So we, me and Neville had a conversation this morning. If you're okay with bringing it up, it's up to you. I mean, want to keep it off the air? We keep it off the air.
I'll discuss a little portion of it. So I had a person I know that I've known him for a few years.
Mhm.
Passed away last Friday from a car accident. Actually, not far from here either. So
Which is
happening
crazy.
around 7 a.m. in the morning.
One of his friends.
What happened?
And really, I haven't looked into more of the story besides that because it's kind of irrelevant what happened.
Yeah.
The fact is he's not here anymore,
He's
right?
gone.
So that happened, but then a few days later, I seen the GoFundMe go up, and that within itself was like, wow,
Devastating.
like that's eye opening. Whereas like there was something you could have did, but it's too late now, right?
Yeah.
So all I could do was donate.
Yeah.
But that's kind of part of the reason why I was like, I didn't really feel like coming in today. Kind of didn't feel
Yeah.
the best.
But yeah.
But
and-
I still show up.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I even told him, I said, stay home. And I wasn't even going to call him. I was like, we're going to do this podcast. And if Neville shows up, he shows up because of the situation. I understand where he's coming from because, you lose somebody. Insurance is so important. And, here it is. We are talking about the sexy part of the insurance industry.
And the thing
But
is,
the
the
serious
product-
part,
the serious part,
thing is
yeah.
not even so much like I wasn't close to him. It's the fact that someone that young.
yeah, he was younger than you.
And
So-
nobody thinks at that age that life insurance is something needed.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I get it. when I was 16, I was in Texas playing soccer. I was a guest player for a different team. And the moment I flew back, one of my best friends, Marcus, 2, 3 in the morning, someone ran a red light in Miami. 16, 17 years old, died. I came across, and then every year someone passed, like it was crazy. So the first time I had experienced that, a teenager, like I was a teenager. So definitely, sorry for the loss. The family's going through crazy stuff right now. But what's sad is, it's like in real estate. You don't realize how many people have bad credit.
Yeah.
Until you get in real estate,
No.
right? You don't realize
Yeah.
how many people's finances are screwed up completely, or
Yeah.
how many people just can't make a decision, or
Oh my God.
you start really understanding people. Like, damn,
Yeah.
what the hell's wrong with people?
What are you doing?
Yep.
And in insurance, you don't think about us until we're needed. That's
Correct.
the craziest part. So a couple things to think about. You think about your cash. It's liquid. It's safe. It ain't going nowhere. Got it. Everybody wants a great rate of return. How much money can I make? Look, I'm making 10, 11, 12. I'm making 20%. Crypto.
Until the market crash.
Listen, making money is great. Everyone needs to make money. Totally get it. But it's not what you make. It's what you keep. Real estate, listen, real estate's Babe Ruth. It's made the most millionaires of any investment, but it's caused the most bankruptcies of
Correct.
any investment because most people don't know what they're doing.
Well, 2006 to 2010 was a big part
You saw it.
to show, how many people lost millions
Yeah.
upon millions of dollars.
So then you talk about insurance. Well, John, what does insurance do with money and finance? Well, one, there's several types of insurance plans. There's a basic term life kind of policy. And that's what people use for mortgage protection. So I bought a house. What if you stayed in the house? It is life insurance, but it's marketed as mortgage protection. Something happens, either you, the house is paid for, and you keep the house and the extra cash, unlike the PMI where the bank gets it, right?
Correct.
So that's mortgage protection for life insurance for families. But 98% of term is going to lapse, get canceled, go away. So if you have it at your job, you leave your job, it goes away.
Mhm.
You're also probably underinsured.
Yeah.
For every 50,000 of income, you should have at least $1 million of coverage.
Correct.
It's cost of living, inflation, low interest rate environment, etc. So term life is good, but it shouldn't be the only thing. Because if you have kids and there's a 98% chance of outliving that policy, it's never paying, what's really being passed on to the family? Probably nothing, because all your retirement money is what? You're living off of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And most people aren't even saving enough money to even have money for retirement properly.
Absolutely.
If I ask them, what do you have for retirement? I have my 401k and I'm good. How's your 401k work? Where are the fees? Where are the stocks? What's the it's not what you think it is. So then there's a GWELL kind of product. It's a permanent plan. You can get your money back in 20, 30 years, but it covers living benefits, which we'll get to in a second. Then there's a third type of plan. We call it a LIRP, LIRP. What is a LIRP? There's 3 benefits. One, it's permanent. It's never going away. So if you have kids, let's say you got 2 kids, put $2 million on yourself. That $2 million is guaranteed to go into your family tax-free. Never, ever have to worry about it. So you want to create a legacy, you want to pass money on. Life insurance is the number one way of passing tax-free money on. No probate, no
That's
no
the
issues.
key word right there.
Tax-free, no
Tax-
probate,
tax-
tax-free, no probate.
Free.
It takes care of everything.
And for people who don't know what probate is,
You don't want it. You don't want it.
It's going to be a nightmare, no matter.
It's the Bernie Mac syndrome.
Yes.
Half.
Yes.
Yes, half.
Go watch Bad Santa.
Half.
What's probate?
You don't want to deal with it. You never want to see those words.
No, it's a horrible process. Horrible.
It's
process.
draining.
deal
And
with
the
it in
thing
real
about
estate.
it is, it's actually streamlined in Florida. It's faster in Florida than any other state
It's
Yeah.
still half.
because this is the retirement.
Yeah, it is.
This is
It's
the
still half.
retirement state, but it's still so horrible to
Still
go
half.
through it.
Yep, 1,000%. So there's no probate, no issues there. It goes right to the family. But you can put that inside of a trust and just keep reinvesting the money. There's so many ways to do stuff with insurance. Number 2, here's this crazy stat. Between ages 18 and 64, 40%. Between ages 65 and older, there's a 72% chance of a heart attack,
Mhm.
stroke, cancer, chronic illness, critical injury, long-term care needs, home health, breast cancer, something where a nurse or hospital is going to be needed, yet health insurance, Medicare insurance doesn't cover. You're coming out of pocket, bro.
Yeah.
Well, how much is out of pocket? Go look it up. Long-term care costs Florida, 2021, 2022.
Oh,
Average is like 100.
117,000 a year out of pocket. My grandmother was 103 years old. She passed away, but for the last 4 or 5 years of her life, it cost my grandfather and my mom's cousin 150,000 a year out of pocket.
That's crazy. That's
And
crazy.
by the way, this was
And
maybe,
that's what I'm saying.
this
like,
is probably 15 years ago.
Mm.
And that's the crazy part today. And in 20 years from now, we're going to be in our 60s, some of us, right? We're still not even there yet.
Yep.
It's going to be 212,000 out of pocket. So what's that mean? You're going to use up your IRA, you're going to use up your 401k, you're going to use up your stock, your cash, you're going to sell your real estate. So everything you save for 30 years, gone in 5.
your entire legacy, basically.
That's issue.
That you
So
spent your
here's
life
the
building.
good news: the new types of insurance plans, the death benefit, if that would ever happen to you, get sick,
Yeah.
is activated and given to you while you're alive, known as a living benefit. So you have $1 million policy, you need $300,000 to cover the bills. Leave your cash, your stock, your real estate, leave it alone. The life insurance company will cut you a check from your death benefit while you're alive. Cover all the medical expenses.
That's
So
awesome.
you don't have to pass on a financial burden to the family. And that's the biggest thing you're seeing with people is that they run out of money when they get older.
So-
They rely on the kids, and it's that financial stress. So that's the other challenge.
And that's the thing. I mean, we just went from showing how sexy
The lifestyle.
the lifestyle is to how serious your job really is.
Yeah.
And you know a lot of it. I mean, you were one of the top trainers,
Mhm.
if not the number one trainer, as I learned
I
yesterday.
appreciate it. I appreciate
So
it.
that's awesome. They actually pay you to go around. They actually pay for you to go to other offices to do some of your training.
Yeah, other teams, the thing is that we're very united as a
Yeah.
company. And if we have other trainers, guest trainers,
Which is
we fly
weird.
everybody in. Like when Sheena flew in,
Yeah.
I paid for Sheena to fly in.
Yes.
We flew her first class. We wined and dined her, got a nice hotel room downtown. We had her treats waiting for her. She had these things,
Yes.
chocolate stuff that I kept.
She
a
talked
few.
about it.
I kept a few because they're really good. So sorry, Sheena. But we got.
We're sending this to her
It's
right
all
after
good.
this.
But when the speaker comes in, we treat them royally. They have a concierge that's waiting for them. So one of the
Awesome.
agents says, "I'll take care of the guest." They make sure they got breakfast ready, lunch, dinners. If they have travel, transportation, anything they need, it's first class treatment. We
That's
want our
awesome.
people that are coming in to be treated royally, and that's one thing we take very seriously. Like I like what you did with the office. When I walked in, this is not
Yeah.
the way it looked 7 years ago.
No.
So I mean, the office looks like I want to move in here.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll come take some naps here. During
I
the day.
remodeled it. I remodeled
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
We
They
gotta
got
get a couch.
you got a fireplace here. Who's got a fire? Like seriously,
There's a cafe down there.
that's what I'm saying.
We have a cafe. We have a
Give
wine
me like
bar.
give me like a little thing here that I'll start serving drinks.
Yeah.
Barista.
Barista, right?
Barista.
Yeah. But
So-
here's the other part, though. There's one more sexy part of Alert Life Insurance Retirement Plan, RP, retirement plan. You can't put a lot of money into a Roth if you make too much money. Plus, it's capped out. You can't put a lot of money into SEPs, IRAs. There's caps on it.
Mhm.
So if taxes are going up in the future, how do you control and minimize your taxes
How do
long
you
term?
hedge against that?
So all money in life insurance, permanent, is tax free. So you can put as much money as you want, then just get a bigger plan. There's no cap on income. There's no cap you can put in. You want to put 100,000 in, you can put 100,000. When you put money in, there's different policies. One of them I like is indexed. Market goes up, you get the growth of the market, different caps and whatnot. You get the growth of the market. Market ever dips, guess how much you lose?
Nothing.
Zero.
Awesome.
So you get growth, no losses. You can take the money out at any age for any reason at any time, no penalties, and it's all tax what?
Free.
Tax free. What's
Whoa.
also sexy, it's asset protected and creditor protected. Asset protected, creditor
Oh, wow.
protected, and tax free when you take it out. And when you pass away, the cash and the benefit both can go to your family. Tax.
Free.
Give me a
Now
break.
you say
Sexy.
asset protected, credit protected.
Yep.
Explain that to the audience that doesn't know what that means.
That means asset protected, creditor protected.
Look the words up, guys. Look
that
up.
means if
Creditor
someone's
cannot
going to
come
sue
after
you, they can't get it from there.
Yeah.
If you're going to get a divorce, people in South Florida get a kick out of this one. Your husband and wife can't get the money from the insurance policies; they have to get it from somewhere else. So if all your money is out of insurance,
And that's a major thing in Florida. because-
whoops! Did I just? So, by the way,
There's
What?
a lot of people right
watch
now.
too many insurance policies
Listen,
opening up.
Yeah.
Listen,
Right?
there's a lot of people that are going to be blowing up
Yeah.
John's phone tonight.
They just pulled a pencil out.
Yeah.
They started taking notes right there.
So, John, with that being said, go ahead and give them your phone number.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to email me on Instagram, it's John Mason Money, JON Mason Money. But I should go right there. JON Mason Money.
Okay, I'll do it.
It'll be in the
JON
comments.
J-O-N.
at JON Mason Money. Hit me up, say what's up, and I'll be more than happy to answer questions, review what you got. Because at the end of the day, I just did a call today with a guy that has almost $1 million in a brokerage account, and they said, John, with the markets, it went down to 850. I said, you should have called me. He said, well, what can you do for me? Well, there's an account that you can take a brokerage account, an IRA, or 401k, move it with no penalties, no headaches, no nothing.
So you don't pay taxes if you move.
No taxes to move it, just moving it the account. But you get the growth of the market, like Alert,
Mhm.
growth, no losses, zero fees, guaranteed income, long-term care is doubled. And that's an
Wow.
insurance option. But it's got to be either an old 401k or you're 59 years old
Mhm.
and a half,
I-
or it's an IRA or brokerage account that you want to get growth
Correct.
and protect it. You can do that. So there's different things that people can do, but they don't know. Because here's why we recruit so much. there's not enough agents. How many real estate agents are there?
Let's talk about that. We have more agents than we have homes.
There's 1.5 million, almost 2 million realtors.
There's 2 million now.
2 million
It's
realtors.
official.
How many properties?
Less than a million.
So 2 million realtors. There's the properties, which means everyone up here is broke. Call it like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's less than 200,000 licensed insurance guys like me in the country.
Which is crazy.
So 2 million realtors, 200,000, but the same amount of people.
How many agents are on your team?
I have 1,200 licensed. Are they all active? No. I mean, that's that's people. Oh, if they,
Well, that's normal. That's
writing
Yeah, I mean,
probably 100 plus.
we have 105 agents.
Yeah,
and,
100
you know,
plus. I mean, I'll probably more than 100, but just give it a round number.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the numbers come in, so it's more than 100, but those play fair there. But that's a good thing about insurance.
Yeah.
You don't need 20,000 licensed agents to make a couple million a year.
No.
You only need probably 30 to 40 like quality people,
Quality.
and you'll make $1 million plus a year or more.
And you're helping more
Yeah.
families.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because the thing is, it's a selfish way to look at it. If I say, in no matter what industry you're in, so as a real estate agent, I'm going to help as many families as I can help.
Yeah.
But if I say, you know what, let me create a team around myself, and let's see how many families we can help as a team. I can help way more families that way
Oh, yeah.
than if I did it on my own.
It's pure distribution. So the fact
100%.
is, and you're on to something point as far as the recruiting side or something, team building.
Yes.
Every time you bring on a new agent, you get them licensed, you've opened the door for them.
Yeah.
We're looking at opening up Puerto Rico again, meaning they're down there, but opening up new offices. And in the last 4 years, we've been able to help bring $20 million plus of commissions. Not production or submission, like cash.
Actual.
So
commission.
we've put 20 million in the pockets of people in Puerto Rico selling insurance. And there's a rich side and the poor side.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we
No,
have
I'm
both
from
sides.
Puerto Rico, so I know.
That's what I'm saying. We have both sides. So we help generate that income. But when you recruit someone, you're opening the door, and now you're increasing your sales force.
Mhm.
Well, what does that mean? I don't want to be a 5-star chef. I want to own 50 McDonald's. I don't want to work and be the best car salesman. I want to own 50 dealerships.
Yep.
So there's a different mindset shift. And then on top of that, here's the funny part. Look at the market. 2 million realtors, less than 1 million properties.
Yep.
Interesting. Fun fact. There's 76 million baby boomers that are each in the age 60
wow.
plus, and they're in their 60s now. They have 46 trillion legally. Look it up.
Yeah.
46.
That by law has to be moved from account A to account B. If they don't do this, I want you to Google
biggest
RMD
transfer
penalty.
wealth.
Google RMD penalty. If you
RMD
Google
penalty.
RMD penalty, I want you to tell me if people don't do this, what's the federal government going to penalize you for not moving it? RMD penalty.
Yeah, and the reason they're doing this.
Why'd the porn site come up? What's going on over here?
I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
Awkward. Just kidding.
Whatever
What
it
is that?
is,
Pornhub
bro.
on there? What's
There
going
he is.
on?
Show everyone.
Yeah,
RMD penalty. Where's
Well,
the
they're
camera?
not gonna be
You
able
can't
to
see
see it way over there.
Read it out loud. Read it.
So the IRS penalty for not taking an RMD or for taking less than required amount is steep. 50% of the amount.
Wait,
not
say it again?
taken
Whoa.
is 50%.
Okay, let me explain.
So if I've got $100,000,
Yeah,
let's do easy math. I've got $100,000 and I don't take it out, they're gonna penalize me $50,000.
You got it.
Fuck.
So it's whatever is required. Remember, it's required minimum distribution, not
Correct.
suggested, not if you want to. It's
required.
required. Now, it starts off low and then it gets higher and higher until it's all coming out.
Yeah.
Because the government wants their what?
They want their taxes on it.
You got it. So everyone that's putting money into the IRA, the 401k, you know what you're doing?
What?
You're just literally in bed with the government. You don't realize it that they're taking more money from you just on the back end.
Yeah.
So it's all math and science. It's just taxes. Just saying we can have this conversation.
77 million, you said, right?
No, 76 million baby boomers. Oh no.
70.
Yeah, million
70
baby boomers, 45 plus trillion that has to be moved
Trillion with
from
a
IRA.
T.
It's got to be moved, transferred, and we get paid, by the way, to do that. And here's the best part about insurance: if this was a brokerage account, I'm going to take 1.5% off the top of your account, whether you make money or lose money.
Yeah.
When we get paid, it doesn't come from your account; it comes from the insurance company marketing branch.
Oh,
They have a whole separate division. That's how we get a commission. It's
So
separate.
when we transferred over, the whole
You have $1 million, you're going to see your $1 million.
wow,
I don't get paid off that account. They pay me separately, different accounts.
gotcha.
So that's the
That's
best part. And by the way, in insurance, you're never going to lose any money.
mhm.
Yes.
So it's kind of nice there. But the fact is, the market's there because then you got who's next? You got Gen X's. They call it the
Yeah.
sexy generation. Yeah, I know. If
That's-
you're a
that
Gen
is
Xer, we got you. Right, actually, you're an
Oh,
Xer.
you're a Gen X.
You're an Xer.
Hold on, what are you then?
I'm a millennial, baby.
Yeah. He's,
Okay.
he's yeah. By the way, I'm not to put
You're
my wife on the
responsible
spot again.
I'm on the cusp.
Not
I'm on
put
the
to put
cusp.
my wife on the spot again, but She thought you were in your 40s
I am tomorrow or this year.
this year,
Yeah.
but not tomorrow.
No, it feels like
Okay.
tomorrow.
Just saying. She thought you were in your
So
40s already.
you exers need to prepare for this.
Yes, I do.
You need to.
I'm
By
good.
the way,
I got John on
is
my
that
corner.
a compliment or an insult? We got to talk to your wife about this.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm in my 30s when people hang around me. She said 40s. You know
Yeah.
why? It's because I'm very mature.
Is
I'm
that
very,
what it
I'm
is?
very proper.
Let's just
It's
say
the
that.
suit. Is that it, or is it the gray? I got to figure this out here.
Yeah.
Dean, order me some gray stuff here. I got to
Some,
do the beard here
What is it called?
Why would Dean know where that is?
because he has some stuff. Like that. Because Dean does it too every now and again.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
going on?
man.
Yeah. Well, isn't it
You got some gray? What
made
about
for
you?
men? Made
I'm
for
young,
men.
baby.
How old are you?
I'm young. How old do I look?
You look like you're 40.
Oh God, that's a lie. That's the first. That's the first lie on this whole podcast right
Yeah.
here.
No.
First lie.
No, second lie. It was second lie.
Okay, the first one.
Right.
First one was the water.
Third lie. First was the water. Second was I look 40. That's a lie. And
Oh,
then
man.
but no. When it comes to the markets, then there's the millennials. There's 82 million of us.
Yeah.
I think it's 82 million. I'm born in 82, right? 82 million of us. And then there's more behind us.
Yeah.
The Gen Zs, because I was freaking sleeping. The Gen
Crazy.
Ys because they cry.
Hey,
I'm taking shots right now.
hey, listen. He just offended like
Actually offended
Everybody else,
generation.
everyone that took a shot at
every
everybody.
little
Did
generation.
I miss somebody? If I did not offend you,
yeah,
Dean's got some good stuff. See, I told you, my brother's got good stuff.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know how to use it. I tried doing the washing thing. You know the washing thing? We pour it on and it mixes and you try it here. But it says
No.
it takes 8 weeks.
Oh,
And that's
man.
bullshit. I don't want to wait 8 weeks.
8 weeks to
Yeah,
get it to change.
but then here's the thing: is it grows back out. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, because
So I think it's a gimmick. So
Yeah.
I
Should
fell
ask Dean
for it.
before you bought it.
No, Dean has stuff and he mixes good. I just
I
don't
was
want to mix.
I was wondering why Dean.
Dean looks money, bro.
Dean
I'm the scrub.
Yeah,
I'm a scrub.
Yeah, Dean.
I
does
try
it
to
up.
shave and stuff, and it never comes out right.
You know, he used to have to play in concerts and stuff, so you
No,
know, he's got to
Dean-
dress.
Dean
his
knows
guys.
the image. He knows
Dean's
the
got videos. No, Dean has Spotify. Dean's still on Spotify.
Okay, there we go.
Dean's got some.
Let's jump on
Dean's
some
song was
Spotify.
number one in the world at 15. When you and I met, his song was number one in the world.
We need it. We definitely need
So
to.
no, Dean's got videos. Me, I'm
All
just a break dancer at bar mitzvahs. Don't worry about me.
You know,
but,
there's probably a music video out there where he's breakdancing in the background. That's
Yeah,
what we're
for-
finding.
It might be out there.
Yeah.
But here's the funny part about this. So now you have retirement. People have no idea what to do with the retirement. You have the life insurance has to be protected because people don't think that there's living benefits to retirement. They're thinking I have to die to use it. No. Or insurance is an expense. Car insurance expense. Homeowners expense. Renters expense. Every type of insurance is an expense. Now legally, I can't say it's an investment because of my license, right?
Right.
But you have to say that insurance now has become a savings tool,
Correct.
a tax-free savings tool, a retirement tool. We could say tool,
Yeah.
right? And it's leveraging for pennies on the dollar versus dollar for dollar. What does that mean?
Gotcha.
You have $100,000 medical bill. You're stroking a check for $100,000
Correct.
out of pocket, dollar for dollar.
Yep.
But what's your premium in insurance? $300-$400. Awesome. That $300 is leveraged, like in real estate. You leverage, right? You leverage the big death benefit
Yeah.
to pay everything off for
Large
pennies on the dollar. You got it. So the idea is put it in place. Stop worrying about it. I got $4 million on me. I'm not married. I don't have kids. Why? I understand permanent plans. Lock it in place.
Yep.
Right. Lock it in place. Locks in my rates. The cash I put in compounds over time. It never loses. It's always there. I'm game.
Awesome.
And you have
Well,
other things too.
We were supposed to do this for 30 minutes, but we're at an hour and 12.
Are you sure?
But this is one last thing.
That's because of the vodka you gave.
Yeah, that's the vodka.
The water.
So, so one last thing I want you to tell the audience. I want you to tell them, look at the camera and let them know why should they go to big event? Why should they go to big event?
So is that really the camera? Is that really okay?
Yeah, that's the
That's
camera.
really
Very
cool.
simple. So that's the camera. So this is gonna be awkward here. I've been staring at you guys the entire time.
Yeah.
So look, and this is as serious as I can be. Maybe you're at a point in your life where you've hit a plateau, and you have to find a way to break through. Maybe you've been hearing the same message over and over again, and nothing's sinking in. Maybe you become parent deaf to your leadership. Maybe you become parent deaf to people that are trying to help you, mentor you. Maybe you want 2022 to be the best year of your life. Maybe you keep saying new year, new you, but you keep doing the same old stuff over and over again. You still have the same habits you had last year and the year before.
Yeah.
And you're at a point where it's time to make a change. Rather than going from 100,000 to 200,000, you go from 100,000 to 500,000. Maybe you're dealing with some stuff privately no one knows about. Because I promise everybody up here is dealing with something, even with his story with his friend.
Absolutely.
Everyone's got something they're dealing with. Maybe you have to get emotionally more tough. Maybe you have to get that emotional intelligence. You have to become more stoic. Whatever you're searching for, whether it's personal development, whether it's business, the event can help.
Absolutely.
Doing something different. And all I can say is I've been to at least 2 events every year since 2009.
Awesome.
And because of those events, I got started and I stayed with it. And that's the secret sauce to business. You got to stick with it. Don't quit. Stay focused. Keep getting better every day, because what you don't want is perfection. You want progress.
Yes.
So how is not going to the event going to help you? Not going is not going to make a damn difference. But by going, you at least have a shot at making some changes. So my challenge, my recommendation is, if you want to make some changes in May 2022, the best year of your life, find a way to be there. Find a way to make that investment, not into yourself, though. Make that investment into yourself, because that's going to impact your family, your kids, your business, your teammates. It's going to have a bigger impact. It's going to compound the impact. So my recommendation is to talk to these guys, figure it out. It's only a day and a half event, really. It's a Tuesday and Wednesday and half Wednesday.
Yeah.
And put in that investment to yourself. It'll be the best decision you made for your family. So with that being said, hopefully I added some value
Yeah,
to you guys here today. We had some fun.
We did have some fun with you, John. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much for being here. I know your time is
Likewise.
very precious, and we appreciate and grateful that you're here with us.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
And like he's saying, if you want, reach out to Neville, reach out to myself. We have the flyer. We do have the order form for you to get it.
And Patrick
We're
will be
all
there
going.
too. And Patrick will be speaking as well.
We didn't even mention that, but
Yeah.
Patrick will be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I recommend I'm going.
Yeah.
Neville's going.
And if you
We're
don't know
all going,
PBD,
so-
go to YouTube, go to Valuetainment.
Yep.
Go look at Valuetainment, go watch the episode of The Vault.
Yep.
You'll see, like, damn, that's Patrick, that's our CEO. He'll be there. And that's how we train.
And
That's how we train.
he's amazing, man. He's so transparent, and he's so great at bringing the point straight to you, to where you can understand it. That I love that. So I want you all that can make it, definitely reach out to us. Let us know that you want to come in. Send us a text. You got my phone number. If you don't have my number, I'll give it to you. 407-288-7384. And Neville, what's your number?
407-341-7817 is going to be down here in the comments.
There you go. Leave it up. Leave them on.
And so is John's number. It's going to be in the comments as well.
Instagram's good. Instagram's good.
Dang.
He doesn't
So you don't get his.
Instagram's
Contact him on Instagram.
What's your phone number?
So 407-341-7817. What is your Instagram?
good. It's at John, Jon.
Yeah.
Mason, Mason.
Yeah, it's already there.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
already in the comments.
It's already in the chat. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time, John.
Likewise.
Appreciate it. Had a great time.
Awesome.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and thank you guys for watching.
See you guys next
Love
week.
you guys. See you guys next week. He's already coming next week. You see this?
He said, "See you guys."
No, you're coming to Daytona next week.
Yeah.
Let's get it right.
See you next week,
All right.
Daytona.
See y'all next week.